Hi, I'm Brandy Allen. I'm the Learning Events Director for the Alliance for Innovation. Wanted to make sure that you heard the news that the call for TLG presentations and innovation awards are currently open. This video is to help answer any questions that you might have, so let's jump in. Question 1. When and where is the conference? That's a great question. We'll be in Phoenix, Arizona, May 5th through 8th next year in 2020. This will be the 26th Transforming Local Government Conference. Go ahead and mark your calendars now. Get it on your calendars. Make sure you can be there. The planning committee is already hard at work, working on off-site tours, exercise events, the conference festival, which is a great networking opportunity. We want to make sure that while you're here, you get a chance to get out of the convention center and see how the 5th largest city in the country operates. At TLG, we focus in 3 key areas: 1, unprecedented ideas; 2, team building; and 3, networking. Number 1, unprecedented ideas. That's where you come in. The TLG presentations give attendees an opportunity to hear about some of the most innovative programs in the country directly from the teams that create them, implement them, and operate them. And during the sessions, they'll build out a very interactive participative session, so you'll get a chance to take the material and really adapt it to your own organization, your community, and make it your own. Team building at TLG, you'll also see the organizations often send 4 or more people from their organization. It's an opportunity to meet innovators from across the country and build your own internal capacity. We know that innovation doesn't happen in silos, and it doesn't happen by yourself. So this is a great opportunity to bring some key folks and some key leaders in your organization to move your organization forward in innovation. And then networking. TLG, you'll have organizations that are at the beginning of the innovation journey. They're want to learn more about it, want to learn more about risk-taking. Folks that are in the middle that are focused on sustaining the innovation journey. How do we keep this going? And then you'll meet organizations that have been at it for decades, and they have a lot to share with everyone involved. So it's a great chance to grow your network. It's a great chance to connect with old friends and make new ones. So what exactly are we looking for at TLG? So innovation at its core, it's about making things better. So we want to hear about how are you doing that? How are you transforming and making things better in your organization around services, processes, tools, and products? That's great, you say, but for real, what are you really looking for? So this is not an exhaustive list. This is just a place for you to start brainstorming. We want to hear about what are you doing in housing? What are you doing in your organization and in your community to create equity and diversity and inclusion? And then we also want you to tell us what's not on this list. What are we leaving out? What are you doing that we have not added here? Again, this is not the complete list of things we're looking for. This is just a place for you to start brainstorming and tell us about how you're transforming your organization and your community. And then we also want to hear what structures you have in place and how are you changing, improving those structures so that these innovations can occur. We want to know, what are you doing in culture? How are you creating trust in your organization, in your community? Tell us about your people systems and your organizational transformation systems. We want to hear about your ecosystem. What partnerships do you have in place to leverage resources and expertise to bring about transformation, again, both in your organization and in your community? What are you doing both in your region, in your state, and then even farther out? Tell us about that. And then we want to know about your strategy and operations. How are you building a nimble organization? How are you building a data-driven organization? Tell us what have you done in your strategic management or planning. So we want to hear about what you're doing, and want to also hear about how you're going about it. If you are applying for an innovation award, these 3 things are very important. Make sure that you check at least one of these items on the form, on the application form that we'll talk about in just a minute. The innovation awards will be given out around these 3 categories, so I want to make sure that you check those as well. If not, we'll circle back and make sure that you have your form completed perfectly as well. The selection process. This is here we get into the how. There's a link on the page here where this video is, and you'll see that it has a due date of October 4th. This is very important because you'll see the next bullet, round 1 selection is by mid-November. So TLG awards and presentations go through a 2-round selection process. Round 1 will be operated by the staff and the host committee. We'll just take a look at everything comes in. We have a selection criteria that we all collectively go about, and then we'll invite some of those applications into round 2, and that will begin November 8th. November 8th, you will be asked to submit a little bit more information about your application, possibly a fun video like this. Tell us how you're going to be creative and engaging at your presentation, and then the final decisions will be made at the end of November. So, but the key thing for you to think of, the key thing for you to remember is the form linked on this page is due October 4th. Lastly, just important information we want you to be sure that you're aware of. Again, applications are due on October 4th. The form is linked to this page. If you have any questions at all about the process, if you have questions about some submission ideas, content, or anything like that, here's my email address. Please, this is me, ballen@transformgov.org. I'm happy to support you and help you in any way during the application process. And then again, please mark your calendars, May 2020, May 5th through 8th in Phoenix. We look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much, everyone, and please feel free to send me an email if I can help with anything. Thanks a lot.